so we're back to taking notes again. We're moving on to 3.6, and we're going to be looking at solving related inequalities. All right, so inequalities are when we have that like gator mouth, that Pac-Man mouth. You see these little greater than symbols right here, greater than, and then this top one, less than. All right, so, or greater than and equal to. So the little gator mouths, that's an inequality. All right, so I'm going to give you the notes, and you're going to cut them out, paste them out, and then make sure you get these notes down. All right, so the notes that you're going to get, you can cut them out so they fit in your notebook. And then watching this video, you're going to take down the notes and watch it once or twice if you need to remember how to do inequalities. All right, so a statement of inequality is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These next 6 statements are statements of inequality. So when A is less than B, we can use this gator mouth right here to point towards the A. So A is less than, so A gets the small end, where B gets the big open mouth. So big open mouth is the bigger part, and then the less than part points towards like the A. So A is less than, so A gets the small part, opening up to the B. All right? So whenever you see this less than, the arrow is going to point to the left. Less than is going to be an open circle on the graph. So we're going to have some examples of this in these notes. A is greater than B, so now A is going to get the big open mouth part of the inequality, and then B is going to get the lesser part. So when A is greater, A gets the greater part, the big open mouth. And then when it's greater than, it's moving in a positive direction, it's moving to the right. Still an open circle because it's not equal yet. But when we have a solid circle, A is less than or equal to B. So A is less than, but now that we're adding the equal to, there's going to be a line under our less than. So less than or equal to, this little line on the bottom is going to be our equal to symbol, B. And again, since it's a less than or equal to, it's going to the left, and our dot is going to be solid. Solid to show that that point's going to include in our graph. And I'll show you what that means as we go through more examples. A is greater than or equal to B. So here we have A greater than gets the big mouth, right? It's greater than. Equal to, you get the line underneath, then B. And when it's equal to, greater than or equal to, you get it's shaded in. Our point is going to be shaded in. Greater than, again, means going to the right. All right, here we go. A is not equal to B. The equal sign gets a slash through it when they're not equal. All right? And then on the bottom of the notes I asked you to cut out, we're going to go through graphing inequalities, okay? An open circle. So that's what I was saying above up there. Those open circles means less than, all right, or greater than. So when we have a less than or greater than inequality, like these open mouths with no line underneath, there's no line underneath, then it's going to be an open circle on our graph. Okay? A closed circle, a shaded in dot, is when you have a less than or equal to. So when you have the line underneath, we need to make sure our dot's going to be shaded in. All right? Greater than or equal to, we got to make it has a line under that symbol. Our dot's going to be shaded on our graphs. And I have some examples at the bottom of how we're going to do that. Again, greater than, our arrow's going to go to the right. Less than that number, we're going to the left. All right? So let's go ahead and look at our first example. Right here, I got a greater, A is greater than 2. So at 2, I'm going to draw an open circle. Drawing an open circle at 2, and because A is greater than 2, I'm going to the right. I'm going to shade an arrow going to the right. All right? Over here, all right, I have if negative 3 is greater than D, well, greater than is an open circle. So I got an open circle at negative 3 And since negative 3 is greater than d, all right, well, I guess we got to make sure. You see how we ran into this before. When the d is on the other side, if the variable is on the left side, all right, we need to make sure we rewrite it. So d, read it starting from the variable. D is less than, because the little part's pointed at the d, d is less than negative 3. So that's why it's going to be going to the left. All right? So keep that in mind. That was a sneaky problem. They're going to do that to you. You're going to see that when the variable gets put last. So you got to start from the variable reading d is less than negative 3. So that's how I know to go left. Over here we got 0 is greater than or equal to b. Well, they did the same thing. So we got to start with a b. b is less than, see the point because the way I'm reading it to the 0? b is less than or equal to 0. So it's going to the left. You can rewrite it if you need to have the letter go first. Now, the equal to part gives us that solid dot. Same thing with this right here. C is less than or equal to negative 1. All right? So that solid dot comes from the less than or equal to. The equal to means fill in the dot. When there's no line underneath, it's an open circle. All right? You're going to have a lot of practice at this, okay? At least for a couple days, we're going to be working on this, refreshing your memory if you ever seen this in middle school. All right, lastly, we're going to be looking at solving inequalities. Just like if you had an equal sign, okay? So inequalities, just like if you had an equal sign. Leave me alone, plus 6. All right, what's the opposite of plus 6? Minus 6. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this section too, except at the end you might have to plot it on the number line. So x is greater than, so the variable came first. Greater than means we're going to the right. We're going to the right. So, and then there's no equal to, so it's an open circle. All right? If we come over here, we're going to want to solve for y, solving for inequality. Treat this like an equal sign. All right? Leave me alone, minus 2. Right? So we're going to think opposite. Do the opposite. We're going to add 2 to both sides. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other. All right? So the 2's cancel out, leaving me with y is less than. So I'm going to the left at negative 3. And since it's a less than or equal to, since that line's underneath, it's going to be a solid dot. All right? So that's the notes for your notebook. If you need to watch the video again, please do. I'll definitely come around. Me and Mr. Cosiera, we can help you one-on-one. All right? At any time, you can rewind or pause the video to make sure you have everything written down that you need. Please do not just copy it down and not listen. That won't help you one bit. So if you need to rewatch it, please do. And then I'll be around to help you one-on-one. I'll probably have a second video to help you with the next couple sheets. But if you need more help than that, like I said, I'll be around to help you one-on-one.